fight fans here in Southern California and all of them watching at home on Showtime. First, I'd like to introduce to you Austin No Doubt Trout. Now, you know, his name says it all, and I think you guys should listen. It says, no doubt. So what you guys shouldn't do is, you should not doubt him. And those who doubt him, they do so on their own risk. For those of you who don't believe me, I suggest you call Miguel Cotto. He doubted him too. See what happened. To overlook a fighter of the talent and the skills and the resume, having been there on top of the mountain, being a world champion before, is a risky thing. And it's a pleasure now for me to introduce to you somebody who I know will be ready on Saturday night, and that is Austin No Doubt Trout.
Thank you, Richard. First, I want to give all praises to Yahuwah, Elohim, in the name of Yahusha and Mashiach. I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank my team, Shakrisha Baz, Boogie Harris, Barry Hunter, Louis Bird. I want to thank my family for coming out. You know, I'm very excited for being here. And I know I've said it before, but I want to thank Al Heyman again for presenting these once-in-a-lifetime opportunities 2, 3, 4 times. I don't believe in mistakes or accidents. I believe it's destiny. And after this fight, I feel like they're going to call me Daniel. So I'm going into the Lion's Den. I'm coming out unscathed. And I can't wait to be the new world champion. And I got much else to say, but tune in Saturday. If everybody's sleeping on me, you'll wake up. It's a grand awakening. Thank you.
The Chick Hearn Media Room, Staples Center, is really a place which is reserved for the absolute best athletes in the world. Before I'm going to introduce you to Jermell Charlo, I'd like to introduce to you and acknowledge his trainer, Derek James, one of the best trainers in the world. He, what I think, trains 2 of the best pound-for-pound champions in the world with Errol Spence and with Jermell Charlo. So it's a pleasure to have you up here, Derek. Now, look around. There is pictures of Kobe. There is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There is Wayne Gretzky. There is Magic Johnson. All names which have really transformed the Los Angeles sports scene and have elevated sports here in Los Angeles. These are athletes, these names I just mentioned are athletes who transcend the sport of their respective sports. These are names which are really larger than life, and you can see their statues right here in front of Staples Center. Well, on June the 9th, in 2 days, all of us here in Southern California will have a chance to witness another one of those once-in-a-generation athletes and talents. A fighter who transcends the sport of boxing. We know he can fight. We know he's undefeated. We know he's a big puncher. But he has that one thing which separated all these other athletes I just mentioned before from being a star to being a superstar. And that's something you can't teach, something you can't learn, and that is charisma. Charisma. And charisma will make him the face of the sport, together with his brother, Jermell Charlo. It's a pleasure for me now to introduce to you the undefeated world champion, Jermell Charlo.
Thank you, Richard, for all of the high praises and all of the different things. But me and my brother not on the pound-for-pound list. They got other guys on the pound-for-pound list. And I guess a lot of little critics say, we haven't fought nobody. We haven't done what some of the best has done in the game. So my race continues. I won't stop. I'm furious about the fact that they down you a little bit. They look like, they look like they with you, but then they not with you. So shout out to everybody that's really rocking with the Charlos, that's been really rocking with the Charlos. Me and my brother been doing this for a long time, 10, 11 years in this game. Austin Charles been doing this for a long time as well. But like they said, the momentum carries you a long way. So Saturday, you know, I want everybody to get there early. Don't leave. I'm gonna bring excitement to the table. If you beat me, you better than me. And that's all that matters. It's Lions only. We're gonna keep repping. We want everybody to understand what we rep this for. You know, we come from the trenches. We made it this far, so we're not gonna give up now. And I'm not gonna let nobody step in my way and take that. Yeah, you wanna get a belt, it's the wrong belt to get right now. I'm holding it down for H-Town. Thank you.
They are without doubt the two kings of the featherweight division. They're the two kings in boxing here in Los Angeles. The question is, who will wear the crown come Saturday night? It's for bragging rights in Los Angeles, it's for bragging rights in the featherweight division, and it's for bragging rights in the sport of boxing. But these two guys are not about bragging. These two guys fight both for the same purpose, and that purpose is to better the life of their families, their children, and of their parents. They are family men, their fathers, their husbands, their sons, and their brothers. And I've been fortunate to follow their journey from their very first fights on to the time when they got married, to the time when they had children, and see them know how they have grown inside of the ring and outside of the ring, having both become multi-time world champions, multi-division world champions, and the kind of men they are outside of the ring is really refreshing. And I think all of us associated with the sport of boxing can be proud of that. I can really only say 5 words to both of you, because both of you, and you guys know that, have a very special place with me. And that is, may the best man win. I'd like to introduce to you now first Team Mars. I'd like to acknowledge his strength and conditioning coach, which I believe is today one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in the world, and that's Luis Garcia. I'd like to acknowledge as well Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia, the legendary trainer who quickly has become one of the best trainers in the world, training multiple world champions, of course, including his brother Mikey Garcia. And it's really amazing when I go to the gym to see the bond Abner and Abner and Robert Garcia have developed between the two of them. It's a pleasure now for me to introduce to you a Mexican superstar, a 6-time world champion in 4 different weight classes. He's the WBA world champion and will challenge on Saturday night together with Leo for the WBC world title diamond belt as well. It's a pleasure for me now to ask Abner Mares up to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, first of all, I want to thank every single one of you guys, the press. You guys have done a tremendous job covering this fight so far. It's not over yet till June 9th. I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank Showtime, Steven Espinosa. I want to thank Richard Schaefer, Ringstar. I want to thank everybody, my family, my team, as we mentioned, Luis Garcia, my conditioning coach, Robert Garcia, the whole team artist that's been behind me, my beautiful family. And what can I tell you guys? I mean, I could stand up here and tell you how I'm going to fight, what I'm going to do. You already guys seen the first fight, how good it was, how exciting it was. And imagine then, I fought really good and I gave you guys a hard fight. Imagine now that I got a lot to prove and a lot to leave in online. So you can imagine what type of fight I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight my heart out. I'm gonna win this fight. I'm gonna come out victorious because I believe in myself. I believe in my training. The work is done already, and there's not much to say other than let the best man win. And we're gonna give you guys a hell of a fight. One for the books. Fight of the year, guaranteed. Thank you so much. Do not miss the June 9th Showtime. It's a hell of a fight. I want to thank the undercard that could easily have been the main event. Believe me, I don't fight for main event, co-main event. I don't care as long as we give the fans what they want to see. Jamel, Trout, it's going to be a hell of a fight. Me as a fan, I'm going to be in my dressing room watching. Great fight, and come support, come join June 9. Boxing is back. Boxing has never been dead. Boxing is alive, and we're going to bring it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abner. Now to Team Santa Cruz. Great family behind Leo. I see his wife there, the baby. I see Abner's wife there as well with the kids. And as I said before, this is what this is. It's really a family affair, and they know they're fighting for their families. And Leo is, without any question, a gentleman inside the ring and outside of the ring. But before I'm going to ask Leo to come up, I'd just like to acknowledge somebody else who is really maybe the biggest champion from all the champions we have in this room, and I say that in all due respect. And that's a man who beat the most dangerous and difficult of opponents, and that is cancer. And that is, of course, Leo's father, Jose Santa Cruz. When I saw him at the open workout with a big smile on his face and say that he KO'd cancer, it put a big smile on my face as well. And I know how important that is for Leo for this particular fight here on Saturday night, to have peace of mind that his father is doing better. His doctor is here, who confirmed to me before that he is indeed doing much better. And I'm just saying, Jose, keep up the fight. We are proud to be in your corner. It's now an honor for me to introduce to you another legend from Mexico, another fighter who really is breaking CompuBox records whenever he enters the ring. A fighter who knows how to entertain, who keeps on going forward, who keeps throwing punches in bunches, and he is no other than the one fighter which I think everybody can relate to, even boxing fans. He is the one and only WBA featherweight super champion and a 6-time world champion, multi-division world champion, Leo El Terremoto Santa Cruz.
First of all, thank you guys for being here. I want to thank my manager, Heyman. Thanks to him, I'm where I'm at right now. I want to thank Showtime, Stephen Pinoza, Richard. I want to thank the Watsons, the dad and the brothers. I want to thank my whole team. My brother, he's been helping me in my training camp. My dad and all my teammates. My teammates, Ivan Redcash, Joey, Jerry, my cousin Antonio, Ivan, and they are really good. They motivate me. They motivate me every day when I go to the gym, because they train with me, they go run with me, and we all work hard because we all have the same dream to become world champions, and we all motivate each other. And that's what I love about going to the gym and seeing them train hard, and it makes me train harder in the gym. And I just want to say that you guys know that the first fight, you guys liked it. It was a really good fight, and this fight is going to be, I think, even better. Maris, he has Robert Garcia. He's a great trainer, and Maris is a great fighter, and I like to fight the best. And I know it's going to be a great fight, hard fight, because Maris is at his best right now, and he's fighting for his family, and he's doing it to give the fans great fights like I do. So I just want to say that I'm ready. I'm really motivated. I'm right now, I'm on my best too. I have learned a lot from my last fights, and the main thing I care more and I worry about is to give the fans a great fight. I don't come here and worrying about, if I lose or nothing. I come here worrying about giving the fans a boring fight. I don't want to leave and say that the fans say, it was a boring fight. I didn't like how Leo fought. He didn't do good this time. I want to come here and give the fans a great fight like I always do. That's the thing I worry about. And every time I come in my fight, I pray and I ask God that no matter who the winner is, that if he's better than me that night, let him win. Let him win. But I don't want to come here and lose because my body didn't feel good or because I wasn't strong. I just want to come out here and do what I work in the gym. And like Amanda said, may the better guy win. At the end of the day, God has a plan for us, and whatever it is, I have to respect it. And I just want to give the fans a great fight and, you know, make them happy. Like, so thank you all guys, and thank you for the support. Thank you.